Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lora Rolling and this is part 3 of the True Heart Ornament series. This is the ornament called True Heart. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And today we are making the third unit, which is called 3 Hearts. This is part 3 of a 5-part series. If you haven't watched the first 2 parts, then they are listed down below in the description and you can just click on the link and find them there. But you don't have to do them in order, so it's okay to do this one first and then you can go back and do those other 2. We have one more unit after this series, so there will be a part 4, and then we will bring all of the units together in part 5 and make the cap. I'm super excited to get this started. I hope you're enjoying this series. So let's get the material list and then we can get started. Let's go. So the first thing that we're going to need in today's video is our beads. I'm using the Miyuki Delicas in silver lined red, opaque carnation, silver lined bright fuchsia, and white pearl AB. I'm calling this red, pink, hot pink, and white. You're also going to need some beading thread and a beading needle. I like to use either Fireline or this Eslon Fire in crystal, and I use the 4-pound. You can also use 6-pound thread, and I also like to use the size 10 beading needle. You can also use a size 12. 2 implements that I use are wire cutters to cut my thread and needle nose pliers to hold on to my thread before I cut it. I also use the fire method to end my tail, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. And then we won't be using the ornament in today's video, but you will need one of these plastic ornaments. It's a 2.36 inch plastic crafting ornament, and they usually come in a 12-pack at the hobby store. So gather your materials together and thread your needle with 3 feet of thread, and then we can start. Okay, so I have threaded my needle and I am ready to pick up my first 3 beads. I'm going to pick up 2 pink beads and a red bead. I'm going to pull them down to the bottom of my thread, leaving about 6 inches. Then I'm going to tie a square knot. So I'm going to loop it over once and then pull the tail through. Then I'm going to loop it over a second time and pull the tail through. So it kind of looks like a snowman. Then I'm going to stick my 2 fingers in the bottom circle and pull my thread. And then I'm going to take the tail and I'm just going to singe it with my lighter. Now I'm not going to get the flame right on the thread. Instead, it's just going to get very close and it's very quick. So now we have what looks like this teensy little knot at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my fingers, my 2 fingers in the bottom loop, and I'm going to pull until that little knot comes down to the long part of the thread. Then I'm going to take my thumbnail and I'm going to pull that knot down to my 3 beads. So now we have our 3 beads all meshed together, and that is the end of our first row. So we're already ready to start our second row. So pick up 1 red and 1 pink, and we're going to sew, we're coming out of the red, so we're going to sew down the pink bead. Then we're going to try to get those to cooperate and kind of sit right next to each other, just like that. And now we're going to pick up 2 pink beads. Then we are coming out of this pink bead on top, so we're going to sew down the next bead. Pulling them fairly tight. You should have what looks like this. Now we're going to pick up 1 pink bead and 1 red bead. And we are going to sew down the 2 red beads. And we're going to pull them tight, and this is what you should have now. Okay, we are now complete. We have just completed the second row. We're going to start the third row by picking up 1 red and 1 pink bead. We're coming out of the red bead. We're going to sew down the pink bead. Now you'll notice that we are coming out of the second pink bead. There is a pink bead that's kind of set in, and then there's a pink bead that's kind of popping out. We're going to pick up our next bead, which is pink, 1 pink bead. And we're going to sew, we're going to skip the one that's sitting in, and we're going to sew through the sticky out bead. Just like that. And now that 1 bead that we just added is sitting right next to the one that was sitting in. Okay, so they're buddies. They're sitting next to each other. Now we're going to pick up 2 pink beads and sew through the next bead. Now we need to pick up 1 pink bead, and we have that sticky in and the sticky out. We're going to sew through the sticky out. Now we're going to pick up 2 more beads. 1 is pink and 1 is red. And then sew through the next bead. Oops. Pulled it right out of my own hands. Okay, now we are going to pick up 1 red bead, and we're going to skip the one that's sitting in. We're going to sew through the next one, and then we're also going to sew through the one after that. Now when we sew through 2 beads like this, we call that stepping up, because that is how we know that we are going to be in position to start the next row. So each time we sew through 2 beads, we are stepping up to the next row, which means we get to start row number 4. Let's pick up 1 red bead and 1 pink bead. And sew through the next bead. Then pick up 1 pink bead and sew through the next bead, which is the sticky outie. Now pick up 1 pink bead and sew through the next sticky outie. I turn as I go. It makes it easier for me to sew in the same direction each time. So pick up 2 pink beads now. And we're coming out of this bead. We're going to sew through the next bead. Pick up 1 pink bead and sew through the next bead. Pick up 1 pink bead and sew through the next. We are at a corner, so we're going to turn it and pick up 2 pink. No, we're going to pick up 2 beads. One is pink and one is red. Now pick up 1 red bead. Pick up 1 red bead. And we're going to sew through, we're skipping this one, we're going to sew through this bead, and we're also going to sew through the next bead. So sewing through 2 beads, we are stepping up to the 5th row. We're going to pick up 2 pink beads and sew through the next. Pick up 1 pink bead and sew through the next. Pick up 1 hot pink bead and sew through the next. 1 pink bead and sew through the next. We're at a corner again, so we're going to turn it and pick up 2 pink beads and sew through the next. Pick up 1 pink bead and sew through the next. Pick up 1 hot pink bead and sew through the next. Pick up 1 pink bead and now we're at the corner again. Turn our work. Pick up 2 pink beads. Pick up 1 red. One red. And 1 red. And then sew through 2 beads. Now we get to start row 6. Pick up 2 pink beads. One pink bead, one hot pink bead, one hot pink, one pink, turn, pick up 2 pink, and then make sure those beads sit up against each other. 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink, 2 pink, 1 red, 1 red, 1 red, and 1 red. Sewing through 2 beads and turn. We're now starting row 7 with 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink. I'm at the corner, so we're going to pick up 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, turning, pick up 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 red, 1 red, 1 red, 1 pink, and sew through 2 beads, stepping up and starting row number 8. If you're following along and you prefer to follow along with a pattern, I have a downloadable and printable pattern on my Etsy shop. I will try to put that Etsy shop, I'll try to remember to put it in the beginning of this video, up here somewhere, maybe even right here, if I remember. And it will also be linked down below in the description. So if you'd prefer to print out the pattern and do it, you know, just bead by bead, watching it on paper instead of on video, or you can just bead along with both while watching the video. whatever works best for you. Okay, so let's start row number 8 with 2 pink beads. One pink, one pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, one pink, one pink, one white, and one pink. One pink, one pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, one pink, one pink, one white, and one pink. One pink, one red, one red, one red, one red, and one pink. And then sew through 2 beads. And now we're ready for row 9. Pick up 2 pink beads and sew through the next. One pink, one pink, one pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, one pink, one pink, two pink beads, one pink, one pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, 1 pink, oh, and I'm getting a little knot in my thread. If you ever get a knot in your thread like this, I just stick my finger through the hole and just kind of pull, and it loosens it. Then I straighten out both threads so they don't connect again. And continuing on, pick up 1 pink, 1 pink, 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 1 pink, 1 pink. And now we're going to sew through 2 beads. Stepping up to row 10. Let's pick up 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink. Now we're at the corner, so I'm going to turn and pick up 2 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink. Turn and pick up 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 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 and 1 pink. Alrighty, so we stepped up sewing through 2 beads this time. Now we are starting row number 11 with 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, and 1 pink. We're at the corner, so we'll pick up 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, oh, that was a red one. Let me go backwards, drop that red bead. He's sneaky and got into the wrong pile. And they look so similar. So now I'm adding, there we go. Okay, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 'We're at the corner. Let's pick up 2 pink beads, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 white, one pink, one white, one pink, and one pink, and sew through 2 beads. I'm going to have to sew through one and then I'll catch the second one. There we go. We have now finished row 11. Let's start row 12 with 2 pink beads. Oops. One pink, one pink, one pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, one pink, one pink, one pink, one pink, we're at the corner, so we'll pick up 2 pink beads, one pink, one pink, one pink, one pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, one hot pink, and one pink, one pink, one pink. We're at the corner, so we're going to add 2 pink beads. One pink, 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 and one last pink we're going to sew through 2 beads. There's 1 and 2. And now we have finished our 12 rows. Now we need to add connector rows. So you'll notice that some connector rows have connector beads on them and then others do not. In this case, the left side, which looks like the right to you, but this is the left side, is going to have connector beads. The right side is not, and the top side is not. That's not true of every unit, but this unit, that's how it works. And the reason why I'm calling this the left side and not the right is because while we've been working, my thumb is on the inside and it kind of makes a like a little cup, right? My thumb is making a dip inside the triangle. So this is actually the side, the front side. Okay, so our thread is coming out this side and we're going to be sewing down the left side. So I'm going to turn it back around so my thumb can fit nicely in the cup, and we're going to continue adding beads. But as the connector beads, the first thing we want to do is add 1 bead to the corner, which kind of seals it off or caps it, and it's going to be 1 white bead. Then we're going to add 1 pink bead, 1 pink bead, 1 white, oh no, I'm sorry, 1 pink, I'm getting ahead of myself, 1 pink, which I do a lot. Thank goodness we have a pattern to go off of, right? Because I am reading the pattern as I go. It's over to the right of my camera. Okay, so 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 hot pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, 1 pink, and 1 pink. Now we're at the corner. We're going to cap it with 1 white bead. And now I'm flipping it over to the front. I'm going to sew up, not adding any beads. I'm just going to sew through these beads until I get my needle through this bead. Okay, so I'm going to just sew up, and I usually just follow this line, but you can sew up whatever beads you want as long as you end going through this bead, and I will meet you there. Okay, just keep sewing up until you get to that point. Okay, so I am now coming through this final bead, and now our thread is in position to pick up 1 last corner bead, which is going to be 1 white. Sew through, and now we're not going to have any connector beads on the top, so what we're going to do is we're just going to sew our thread up 6 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we are coming out of this bead, going up. We're going to now go down the bead right next to it, and then we're going to sew up the bead right next to that, zigzagging so that we can hide our thread, and what that's doing is it's securing this bead in place so it won't fall out. Then I'm going to go up 2 more beads, and do that same zigzag. So I'm coming out of this bead, I'm going to go down the bead next to it, pulling my thread tight enough to where it's hiding the thread, and then I'm going to go up the bead next to that. And this is where I cut my thread. So I'm just going to place it down, grab a hold of my thread with my long nose pliers. I'm going to take my wire cutters or your scissors, pull a little tight, but not so tight. You don't want to catch the bead in that, and cut. And that takes the thread off. And now we have completed our third unit. We need 5 of these units to complete the ornament, so go ahead and do this 4 more times, and I will see you in a second. That was so much fun. I am so enjoying hanging out with you. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell button so you're notified when the next video comes out. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.